What is going on, internet? This is your boy K-Mac, and this is the first episode of my Pokemon Heart Gold randomized Nuzlocke run. Now, if you guys have been watching my previous series, I did a Fire Red Nuzlocke run. You guys are probably familiar with the rules of a Nuzlocke run, but real quick, for those of you who are new around here or are new to Nuzlocke runs, let's go ahead and run through the rules real quick while we get this bullshit taken care of in the background. We get our gender and our names taken care of. Still doesn't really sit with me well if you can't tell if you're a boy or a girl. But anyway, getting back to the point, what a Nuzlocke run is, it is a specialized hard mode run through a Pokemon game. And it has 3 basic rules, and you can add your own rules. I add a few rules of my own. We'll get to those maybe later. But the 3 main rules are, if a Pokemon in your party dies, it is dead forever. You have to put it in a PC box, and you can never use it again. You get 1 shot, 1 life with the Pokemon. If it dies, it is done forever. Second rule is that you only can catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a new area. A new area, it can be a new route, a new place to fish, a new cave, a new tower, anywhere you can catch a Pokemon, but it has to be the first time you're there. And if you don't catch the Pokemon, if it dies, if you're out of balls, if it flees from you, anything along those lines, you don't catch it, then you're shut out of luck, and that patch of grass is dead to you forever. You can no longer catch anything from that patch of grass. So it really puts a really cool way to do it. Oh, and the third rule is, of course, that you have to nickname all of your Pokemon. Just adds a lot of fun to it. I know in my last Nuzlocke run that I did for you guys, I did a Breaking Bad theme with all of the names. So all the names were Breaking Bad characters like Heisenberg and Jesse and all. It was really fun. I really enjoyed that. So if you guys have not seen that Fire Red Nuzlocke run, and you guys want to check that out, I will leave a link to that in the description. You guys can definitely go check that out. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was my first one I've ever done, or not. I guess I tried to do one earlier, about a year ago, but I couldn't get it all figured out. But I finally got all my issues ironed out, and I even got a DS emulator to work. So I got 2 screen recorders going. So we got the bottom and top screen, and you guys will see that it does kind of get the black bar does kind of come into on the top screen and then maybe on the bottom screen a little bit here and there. I tried desperately to try and fix that for you guys, but there it was right there. It just seems kind of glitchy sometimes, so it's not too bad, but it's still annoying. I tried desperately to fix that, but I could not. It's the emulator. There's a problem with the emulator, and basically that's just the best quality I could get it for you guys. So I hope you guys can look past that. I know it's annoying, but it comes and goes. It's not that big of a deal. But another thing I wanted to point out about this is a randomizer run. Now, if you guys are not familiar with a randomizer run, it is so much fun, especially for if you played the game. You've already played this game through a million times, like I have. Now, I've never played Heart Gold before. It's actually my first time playing Heart Gold because I didn't have a DS. But I have played the original Gold and Silver, so we'll see how it goes. But a randomizer run means everything is random. So the starting Pokemon are random. So you can get an Espeon, a Gengar, it looks like, and the third one is a Scyther. All 3 really cool Pokemon that would be really cool starters. Not really sure. I mean, I'm sure Espeon and Gengar are really good. I don't know. I think Scyther's the coolest. I'm not sure though. I'm torn. I'm really torn here. These are all really awesome, cool Pokemon, but I think we're gonna go with Scyther. I think we're gonna go ahead and go with Scyther here, because Scyther's one of the all-time coolest Pokemon. Ooh, I didn't know that they came out of their ball and followed you in this generation. Like I said, I've never played it, so that's cool. I didn't know that. That's kind of like the original Pokemon Yellow when your Pikachu followed you around. But let's go ahead and give this Scyther a nickname. I think I'm going to call him Manny, because he's based off a praying mantis. Manny. I don't know. I don't think we're going to do a theme for any of our names. I think we're going to go with what sounds cool at the time. But as you see here, we have our first Pokemon, which is a really cool one. Scyther is, I believe, a flying and bug type. Could be wrong on that, but I think it is. So it should learn some cool moves. I'm not really sure what exactly it's going to be super effective against as far as gym leaders go, but I don't know. It's just a really cool Pokemon, and I've always wanted to play through with one from the beginning, and now I can. Like I said, I've never played the Heart Gold version of this game, and I know that there are a bunch of changes and from the original. And I've only played I've played Gold and Silver probably about half as much as I've played Red, Blue, and Yellow. So I still a little bit of knowledge about it. I have beaten them in the past, but not as recent as the Red and Blue or even the Leaf Green and Fire Red remakes. I've played them about 10 times as much, and I'm way more familiar with them and their regions. But I believe Kanto is in this game later on once you beat the Pokemon Lake. So this game is going to have a lot of this could be a longer series than the previous run, and who knows, it could go on for quite some time. And I really hope you guys stick around and check all this out with me. We're going to see all kinds of cool stuff. Like I said, this is a randomizer run, so you never know what's going to pop up. Any patch of grass can pop up any Pokemon at all. It's all super random, and it makes for a super fun run. It's actually really hard to catch Pokemon from what I've heard on a randomizer run, because you can get, like in the first patch of grass, you can get like level 2 fully evolved Pokemon, like 3rd stage, and their capture rates are still really high, and all you have is Pokeball, so it can be really hard to get a hold of one, especially if you're doing a Nuzlocke run where you only get one shot at it. But let's go ahead and what's this? Professor wants to talk to us, even though we just left him. He could have said something on the way out, but he had to wait for us. Forgot give him my phone number. That's right. I remember this generation. You get your Pokegear and you could make phone calls and shit. And you could face the one trainer. I believe you had like a Rattata, and you would face him like 6-7 times, and you just kick his ass. Ugh. And of course, here is our arch enemy. He's sitting there waiting. Silver. He's a total cocksucker, and we'll deal with him later after he steals a Pokemon from the lab. But let's go ahead and head over to the first city over here. Let's see what we get in the grass here. Now, I don't have any Pokeballs to catch anything, but I do want to see what comes up in the grass, just because I want to see what comes up in the randomizer part of this. And I do believe in the actual games, I think it's like Hoot, Rattata, and maybe Spinark, I believe, the little spider Pokemon. But let's go ahead and see what we get here. Ooh, wow. That is a really random. It's like the baby Sudowoodo. I didn't even know that was in this generation. Is that in this generation? You know, see, I say I've never played Heart Gold, like I said before. I don't think that Pokemon was in Generation 2. So if you guys can go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what generation that Pokemon's from, because I am not familiar with that Pokemon at all. I know it's like a baby Pokemon, maybe. I could be wrong. This is one that I am familiar with, though. Stantler is a Gen 2 Pokemon, and I am very familiar with this one. It'd be really cool. It's like Psychic Normal, maybe. Really cool Pokemon with like the Psychic Antlers. It's really cool. I love that Pokemon when I first came across it. Too bad we can't catch one just yet, though. We will come back. We will go to the next route. Once we get our Pokeballs, we'll try and catch something. We'll see where that takes us. Hopefully we can get something cool, because what better way to do a randomizer to get something cool? Ooh, look at that good XP from that, though. But like I said, I'm not too terribly familiar with this map set. It's been a while. It's actually been many years since I've played a Gold and Silver game. Mostly because before I got my emulators, I would actually play on my original Game Boys. And I actually still have all my original Game Boys. I have my Game Boy original one, the giant one. It took like 6-7 batteries. I have my Game Boy Color, I have my Game Boy Advance, and I have my Game Boy SP. And I just gave my Game Boy 2DS away to my little cousin for Christmas. So I don't have that anymore, but I already beat Pokemon X and Y, so it didn't really matter. But I used to go back and play the original cartridges, and the problem with my original cartridges was the batteries. Because in the second generation, what the hell is this thing? Oh my god, I've never even heard of this Pokemon. That is definitely not 2nd gen. That seems something more 5th gen to me. Something like it would be in Platinum or Black and White 2. I have never even heard of this one, but who knows? Like I said, anything can come out of the grass at any time. But shit, this one's weird. Anyway, getting back to my story, I used to play the original cartridges themselves, and I had the red, blue, yellow, gold, silver originals, and I would want to play the original Gold and Silver, but I couldn't, because in the original games they had a clock system where it would keep track of when it was actually night and day in real life, and you could catch certain Pokemon at night, catch certain Pokemon during the day. It was a kind of a cool feature, but it all revolved around a tiny little battery that was in the cartridge. And that was all fine and dandy for the first, 8 years, that game. But slowly over time, those batteries die out or corrode or whatever they do, and you can no longer save. All of your save files get corrupted, and no matter what you do, outside of changing the battery, which I actually attempted and actually succeeded in. I went and bought a bunch of watch batteries, and I took out the screws, and I put a new battery in, and I actually got it to work. But by that time, it was a lot of work, and I just wanted to play Pokemon Yellow anyway. So, but I do have my original cartridges, and they are now functioning because I changed the batteries in the back of them. But like I said, it's always just going to be a temporary fix, and I was always knowing that I was going to lose my save files at some point. I was going to lose them, that battery's going to die, and those Pokemon were just going to be erased, and it sucked. So I never really played through it. I only played through it probably about, like I said, about half the time, probably not even, probably about 20% as much as I played through the original ones. Even though they're probably my second favorite generation, just because I only played Gen 1, 2, and 3, and then I just skipped ahead to Pokemon X and Y, whatever, Generation 7 or 6, whatever that one is. So I had Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal. I also had Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. And then after that, I didn't play anything for like 10 years until recently when I started picking back it up. But, you know, that's just my backstory. But let's go ahead and get a quick heal right now on Manny and see what's up here. We're going to go to Mr. Pokemon's house. I believe Professor Oak is up there, and he gives you a Pokedex. What else? They give you like the mystery egg or something along those lines, if I'm remembering right. Which is really funny when we go back and make remakes of this game. Because if you were playing this game, Heart Gold, when it first came out, and they're like, and you were playing on your DS, you're like, they're all, because like the storyline revolves around this mysterious egg, and they're like learning about Pokemon coming from eggs. And if you're playing this like at the same time the 5th generation came out, or wherever this game was released, Pokemon breeding had been around for at least 2 generations of games, and it was old news. But I vividly remember playing this game when I got it on Christmas morning, when I was probably, oh god, probably 10 to 12 years old, probably. Yeah, see, Chimchar was definitely not in this game. See, there's something going on with this randomizer that I'm unaware of. Otherwise, they might have put these in there because it was a remake. I'm not entirely sure on that. Could be wrong, but yeah, let me know in the comments if that is just a randomizer doing this that put in Gen 5 Pokemon or higher, or that they're actually in the remake and they're just not. I wasn't aware of it. But anyway, I remember getting this game, and I remember getting the eggs, and I remember being like, whoa, you can breed your own Pokemon, you can make your own Pokemon, you can make your own stats, and you make your own this and make your own that, and you can, you can breed, you can get as many Charizards as you want, because you can get a Charizard to breed with the Ditto, and you can get, so many of this, you can get like that, you can get, I remember doing that, and I remember thinking, this is so great, you can finally get the Pokemon you want with the right attacks and all the cool stuff. And man, it was mind-blowing back in the day when I first played this game. I really did enjoy it, and like I said, I really wish I would have played it more. I really wish I was more familiar with it. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get through this game without making any rookie mistakes, but I know somewhere along the lines I'm gonna do something stupid and miss something, or say something stupid that doesn't make any sense at all. I'm gonna get ripped apart in the comments for being a Poke noob and this and that. But that's gonna happen. That's just gonna happen. I come to accept that. I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It's not a big deal. And if you guys let me know in the comments, if I've probably already made 10 mistakes by now. If you guys were looking close enough, something stupid I probably said. I don't know. Yeah, if I ever make a mistake, go ahead and lay it out in the comments. Constructive criticism never hurts anybody. So go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I will try to correct that mistake if it's correctable or something along those lines. But let's go up here. Can I give this Apricorn to him right now to make a ball? Because that'd be cool. Nope, doesn't look like he's making anything out of them yet. Actually, you know what? I think you got to bring them to, if I'm not mistaken, you got to bring them to that Kurt guy that you meet in the Slowpoke tunnel. I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this game, but I believe that's where you take them. And I don't remember any of the city names. I remember Goldenrod, and that is about it for as far as the city names goes. I remember there were some hard to pronounce ones that I'm guaranteeing I'm gonna pronounce wrong. And there was one with an E, like Uratique or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for it, but you know, that's just how I've always pronounced it since I was probably 10. And you can see right there my sprite is glitching out, so that's cool. I don't know, some weird things going on with this emulator when you hack it out with the randomizer, so you're gonna have to, you know, cut me some slack on that as far as the, you know, the black lines and the sprites cutting out sometimes. That's just the best I can do for you guys. I apologize. Like I said, I tried to get it better quality, but that's just the best I could do. And I really wish we could start catching Pokemon. I really wish that they would give us some fucking Pokeballs already, because we've already wasted 2 routes now that we can no longer catch anything on, because we've already seen our first Pokemon on them. So those routes are going to be useless to us now. And another thing is going on is Manny is getting really high leveled, and I'm thinking, because his attack is so high, he's one of the better attacking Pokemon in the game, as far as Pokemon you would have at this far into the game. I'm thinking he's already going to be too high leveled. He might one-shot everybody we come across, and with them being, you know, not being lower level Pokemon, the being Pokemon you're supposed to find later in the game, their catch rates aren't going to be very low like it would be for Rattata or Hoot Hoot. They're going to be mid to high level catch ratios, and I won't be able to damage them because I'll end up one-shotting them all because he's going to be so high level. So that could be a potential problem. That could be a problem until we get to some higher level Pokemon in the wild. Because like I said, all these 2 and 3s here, I'm pretty much going to one-shot if I keep leveling up at the pace I am. But man, this is really a lot of Pokemon. You can't take 2 steps and you're already on top of another one. That could get frustrating. I can see that getting very frustrating. I believe I read something one of the guys said to me when he handed the running shoes. If you run in the grass, you're more likely to attract Pokemon for running. But we finally made it to Mr. Pokemon's house. I believe he's going to give us all of our shit back, or give us you know, that stupid egg, and then Professor Oak is going to give us the Pokedex and talk about how there's a bond with your Pokemon and love and care and blah 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 blah. Same shit that's in every Pokemon game about love and all that, treating your Pokemon with this and that. Whatever, we've all heard it a million times, and there's no reason to rehash it. But I believe, I think we're going to, I don't know how long we're going to make this video run. We'll see. I usually try to make these videos somewhere around, usually anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes, sometimes a little longer. I have been known to make some go 45 plus, but those are really some of the episodes that I make when, you know, I'm really feeling the commentary that day. I got some topics and what have you. But as I'm recording this, it is currently January 10th. I do not think you guys will see this video for at least, oh god, I don't even know how long. It's going to be a while before you guys see this video, but I'm recording it in advance just because I don't want to put this up at the same time as I'm releasing my Fire Red Nuzlocke run videos, and those are still kind of streaming out, probably 2 or 3 a week. I have already finished that run. Like I said previously, it's already done, and I'm just recording my voiceover and uploading them as fast as I can. I just wanted to get a jump start on this one as well. So we're looking forward to more of these. I usually try, like I said, do these Pokemon run videos probably 2 or 3 times a week, if not more. I'll try and get as many out as possible. And this is Professor Elm. He's calling, oh, the disaster's terrible, blah 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 blah, and the stupid asshole stole a Pokemon and whatever. But yeah, I try and get these out on a good schedule for you guys, just so you guys, you know, can keep up with them. I would like to put them out every day, but like I said, it's currently January 10th, and I return to school. The next semester starts at college in 3 days, so it's gonna be a little bit harder. I know I was trying to kick out as many videos as I could over break. Break was fun. Ooh, a Hitmonchan. That'd been freaking awesome to have a Hitmonchan on your party. Hitmonchan and Scyther would have been a cool combination. Yeah, it was a cool break. It was fun. It was pretty well needed. But it was like a month long. But I am ready to go back to school. I mean, not go to school, but I am ready to go back to my apartment and get back in the swing of things and not sleep till noon every day and get back to doing shit on a schedule. It kind of gets out of hand if you're home for this long and you drinking and sleeping all day. Kind of gets out of hand. So it'll be good to get down to Bloomington in Illinois at the Illinois State University. And oh, what the hell is this? This is another Pokemon I am very unfamiliar with. It looks like it's a rock, but I don't even know. A spirit tomb? I don't know. I've never heard of this Pokemon. It must be, oh, okay, it has to be Ghost because of that fighting didn't affect it. And I bet that normal won't affect it either. Yep, okay. So there's literally nothing I can do to this Pokemon. I can't catch it. I can't attack it. And it's time to up and run. So fuck this thing. And you're not Gen 2 anyway. I don't like you. Get away from me. And we're going to keep on going. I believe we have a rival battle coming up, if I'm not mistaken. You run into Silver or whatever we're going to name him. We'll think of a name when we get there. You run into your rival as you're coming back to Cherry Grove, I believe. So we'll go ahead and kick his ass. Why not? Here he comes. And he's a total cocksucker. And Silver is like one of the weirdest rivals you'll ever have. And I think it's actually been confirmed. I'm actually going to make a video on this if I haven't already. I might have already actually. Anyway, I usually do Pokemon theories. If you guys have never seen my Pokemon theories where I talk about cool things that are like theorized in the Pokemon universe. You know, there's a bunch of them. There was one that I did on Gary's Eradicate that died on the SSN. It was a theory. You know, there was one that Kangaskhan is an evolved form of a Cubone. All those kind of fun things. And there's also another theory that's actually been confirmed in the Pokemon anime that Silver is the son of the Giovanni. And it's really cool. It's really cool because he's the son of Giovanni and the redheaded Team Rocket, what's the word they used? Executive. It's actually been confirmed. It was actually, there's like a scene in some kind of like Pokemon add-on you could only get in a certain game and a certain add-on to it that is actually confirmed that Silver is actually Giovanni's son, and it's cool. That's cool. Maybe I'll make a video on that a little bit in the future. We're looking forward to a little more in depth on that. But we are getting to the end of this video, guys. We are almost to the part where we say goodbyes and stuff. So right now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it when you guys take the time out of your day to watch my videos. And if you guys could go ahead and hit that like button, it'd be very much appreciated. We've been killing it lately with all the likes and new subscribers coming in. And also, if you guys are new around here, you guys want to see more of this series or some of my Fire Red series or any of my other series I do with Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all that kind of fun stuff. So you guys can go ahead and feel free to click that subscribe button so that you guys get all of these videos in your sub box. You don't have to go searching for them or anything. They'll be delivered to you as soon as they come out. Probably 2 or 3 times a week, if not more, I'll put out a video. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and name our rival. What do we want to name our rival? I'm thinking I'm going to name him after one of my roommates, just because my roommate's a total cocksucker, and I know he watches my videos, so he might get a kick out of it. And it's kind of funny because in real life I have red hair and he doesn't, so I don't know. It's just weird that the character that I'm naming him after has red hair, and I don't know. It's just crazy. Anyways, let's go ahead and name him Ty Pose after my roommate Tyler. Big shout out to this asshole. Actually, one of the actual quote-unquote creators behind my channel. He says so, whatever. But that is pretty much it for this. Like I said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys stay tuned for part 2 and part 3 and on. We're going to be doing this all the way through. We're going to go to the Pokemon League. We're going to go to Kanto, do all of that fun stuff. So this could be a long haul. This could be a pretty long series. It could be 30 episodes plus. Who knows? We'll see how long these episodes average out. Looking forward to it. Should be a good time. And hope you guys are along with me for the ride. And as always, guys, game the fuck on. Until next time, peace out. Oh, and one more thing before I go. I know I always usually do this in the actual outro of the video, but I'm going to be doing a thing where I say a word, a code word, at the end of each video. And you guys can go ahead and say that code word in the comments to let me know you guys made it all the way through the video, all the way to the end, and that would be greatly appreciated. So the code word for this video that you guys could drop in the comments to let me know that you made it all the way through the video is apple cider. and I'll go ahead and pick out the funniest comment with the word apple cider in it, and I will give that person, maybe a shout out in the next video. I'll mention them. But as like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. It's just been part 1 of my, not Fire Red, I'm just saying Fire Red, but this is actually Heart Gold Nuzlocke Randomizer. And as you see on your screen right now, you can check out my Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke run that I just finished not too long ago. Or you can check out some of my Halo gameplay over there. That's a cool Halo game. It's a top-down shooter, third-person Halo shooter that I did over there, Let's Play as well. So, as always, guys, game the fuck on. Until next time, peace out. Take it easy.